What impact did the Viking Age have on the British Isles? Have you ever wondered how the Viking Age shaped the British Isles? This fascinating period, lasting from the late 8th century to the 11th century, was marked by the activities of Scandinavian peoples from present-day Norway, Denmark, and Sweden. Initially, these Vikings arrived as raiders, but they soon became settlers, traders, and rulers, leaving a lasting mark on the region's culture, politics, and economy. The Viking raids began with attacks on coastal monasteries and settlements. One of the most infamous raids occurred in the year 793 at Lindisfarne, which shocked the Christian communities. The Vikings targeted these religious sites for their wealth, using violence and plunder to establish themselves as feared warriors. This disruption significantly affected local societies and their way of life. As time went on, the Vikings shifted from raiding to establishing permanent settlements. Starting around the year 850, Norse groups began to overwinter and build communities, particularly in the northern and eastern parts of the British Isles. They gained control over the Shetland and Orkney Islands, the Hebrides, and large areas of mainland Scotland. In Ireland, they founded key trading towns like Dublin, Waterford, and Wexford, which became important centers for commerce and cultural exchange. In England, Viking settlers created the Danelaw, a region in the east and north where Scandinavian laws and customs coexisted with Anglo-Saxon traditions. This blending of cultures is still visible today in place names, legal practices, art, and even language. The Viking influence extended to everyday life, including clothing styles and hairstyles, which reflected their Scandinavian identity. Politically, the Viking presence changed power dynamics in the region. Norse leaders sometimes became rulers or integrated into local kingdoms, impacting governance and military affairs. The interactions between Vikings and native populations varied, ranging from conflict to cooperation, including alliances and intermarriage. Economically, the Vikings improved trade networks, connecting the British Isles more closely with Scandinavia and the rest of Europe. Their seafaring skills and the establishment of ports facilitated the exchange of goods such as silver, spices, and other valuable commodities. From a Scandinavian perspective, the Viking Age in the British Isles was a time of expansion and opportunity. Norse culture, craftsmanship, and governance spread beyond their homelands, leaving a legacy that shaped the history of the British Isles. The settlements and trading towns founded during this era laid the groundwork for future urban centers, and the cultural fusion enriched both Viking and local traditions. Overall, the Viking Age transformed the British Isles through raids, settlement, cultural exchange, political change, and economic integration, reflecting the dynamic role of Scandinavians in medieval history.